Hey everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil and it's time to talk Taskmaster because we have a treat. We have a treat every New Year now, it seems, because this is the 2023 New Year Treat. And it really is, isn't it? Because we said goodbye to Series 14 about a month ago. We have a couple of more months to wait until Series 15 comes along. I purposely haven't checked out the contestants for 15 yet, but I will dive into that just before Series 15 begins. In the meantime, I'm doing Taskmaster New Zealand Series 3, so check that out if you haven't yet seen those reactions. And in the next week or so, I'm going to be putting up a poll on YouTube for all of you Taskmaster fans about which Taskmaster series I should react to next. I don't know everything that's going to be on the poll yet, but it might be Series 1 of New Zealand, it might be Series 2 of Kongen Befaller, maybe there's some Sweden or Denmark in there, maybe there's Minnesota. A lot of you are asking for me to check out the Canadian one, and I have taken a look for it, and I have found it, but it's in Quebecois, Quebec French, and my French sucks. And I can't follow it, and it doesn't have English subtitles on the spot I found it. So if any of you know where there's a version of the Canadian one with English subtitles, I'll include it in the poll. But it's pointless for me to react to in the only state I found it. What else? I might also, a bunch of you have suggested you might be interested in this, dive back into the early series of the original. Now, for those of you who know my Taskmaster story, I discovered Taskmaster about 2 years ago on YouTube. I binged the first 8 series in like 2 weeks. It was a blur to me. I loved it, but I didn't know any of the contestants from Adam or Eve. And because I was watching it so fast, they didn't stick with me. There were certainly a lot of memorable tasks and moments and that sort of thing, but rewatching them now after 2 years of pretty heavy exposure to British comedy, I feel like it would be a very different experience. And yeah, I'm a completist, so I feel like at some point or other I need to get those reactions done, even though they wouldn't be a first-time watch. Anyway, the point being, I'm not going to stop watching Taskmaster. I'm excited to do more this year. 2023 is going to be a full-time Taskmaster year for me, so I'm psyched. And we can kick it off with this lovely treat. In typical New Year Treat fashion, the contestants this episode are not comedians. They're more public figures, celebrities. I think there's an athlete in this mix. I didn't recognize everybody. I do know Mo Salah, but I don't think I remember any of the others. Some of them may trigger, but yeah, these are unfamiliar faces to me, so that's fun. It's often a shame that it's only a single episode with these, but I also get that you're attracting a different type of celebrity for a single episode as opposed to a month-long commitment to an entire series. In any case, let's jump into it, guys. This is the 2023 New Year's Treat. Bubbles.
Welcome everybody to a very special Taskmaster New Year's Treat! Yes, it's that time. I don't want to put a damper on the night, but from our calculations, at least one of these people has done so badly that the damage to their reputation will result in a complete cessation of work and lead ultimately to the loss of their home. So, please welcome Amelia Demoldenberg!
Okay, you guys are going to have to fill me in here. Oh, he's a sir, right?
You've asked them to bring in the thing which Greg would be most surprised that you own.
A coffin for a fly.
Wow, she came to play. Did she make that?
Why did you make it?
Because a fly died.
Did you do that for the show?
I am reasonably surprised.
It was either that or a fried egg rug.
Oh, no, I stuck with the fly coffee.
Yeah, great.
Where do you think I live most of the time?
I imagine you live somewhere very...
I've heard a great deal about
Well,
Carol
most people
because
imagine.
of Countdown.
I live in this.
It's the Vorderman.
Wow.
Is she a van
Now
lifer?
that is a van.
It's a kitted out sprinter. I'm so gel.
And you climb up, and then
Is she
you can
putting
lie
this
down,
up
you
as a
sit like
prize
that,
for
looking at
real?
the stars all night.
Do you poo in the van?
Yeah, because it's compost toilet.
I didn't think you were going to ask Carol Vorderman if she poos in a van.
I didn't pre-plan it myself.
I'm going to surprise you with a unique piece of artwork.
What a harrowing image.
Okay.
And it was made
I know
for me
Jonathan
as a
Ross.
gift for joining Radio 1.
Sir Mo Farah, you're our first ever sir.
Really? Oh, wow. They had a Baroness or something, didn't they?
My hairdryer.
Wow.
Let me ask you a question, though. Do you ever go down south?
I wouldn't say no, would I?
I'm absolutely beside myself.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I really love this television programme loads.
We like having her on it, don't we?
Yes, I'm beside you.
Yeah.
Sculpture of me in the bath.
Are you ready to see Rebecca in the bath?
I don't know.
Well, here she is.
Is it a sculpture or an ashtray?
Surprised.
It's actually an ashtray I made during the pandemic.
Oh, you made it as an adult? 5 points to Sir Mo Farah.
Strong start.
Very long surname.
Demoldenberg. I know, but it's phonetic, so there you go.
Count all the dots on this card.
You may
Really?
not touch or mark
Carol
the
has
card
an advantage here.
You must give an answer
You
in
can't
10
touch it.
minutes.
and must answer the door and obey the instructions every time the doorbell rings.
Oh, no. Oh, no. To
Most
disrupt.
accurate final answer wins.
Everyone's expecting you to do well when counting's
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah, but I think I did do well.
Oh.
Cocky.
No one ever says that.
I bumped into Rachel Riley at a show, and she said that on Countdown, she works all the sums out live, but you used to have a calculator.
Whoa.
Classic toxic masculinity pitting women against each other.
29,
That's the door, Amelia.
29.
No.
Wear these goggles until the doorbell rings.
Okay, so you got to double it, assuming that they're matching.
I usually pay someone to see like this.
Oh, the goggles are totally going to mess you
So,
up.
yeah.
Stand behind the barrier until the doorbell next rings.
Very good.
How many dots have you counted so far?
17.
Right.
But what I'm going to do is cordon it off in my mind
Yeah, just estimate.
and just like times 17 by how many areas I think there are on the page. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's clever.
Shout until the doorbell next rings. I'm shouting! 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wear boxing gloves and an eye patch.
Oh, and an eye patch.
Count like a pirate.
Can I have a calculator?
We'll talk about that when you come back from the door.
Feed the blackbird all of the seeds. Is it gonna be a real bird? Oh. Okay. Hello.
Double that.
Put on a swimming hat. Swimming goggles.
Neither of them have noticed it's gone from white and black on white to white on black.
752.
I'm going to say 293.
Yeah, much like David Bowie would have done it, I think.
When he was off his nut on drugs, maybe. Let's talk about how shit your pirate impressions was. You do know what a pirate is, both of you, right?
We're young.
Neither of them noticed that we were turning over the ball.
No, I only just...
Yes, and you did have to count all the dots, so that's the dots on both sides. 871 on each side.
Oh, well, I take it back.
I'm a genius.
Yes.
No, because you didn't multiply by 2.
Big ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
God.
Interesting strategy. Oh! Oh no, you touched it. Sir Mo.
Shout until the doorbell next rings.
No, you can go back in.
Am I answering the phone?
You do whatever you want, Carol.
Answer the phone. Someone's going to tell you the answer. If someone answers the phone, there's going to be an answer there.
Giggle and... Oh, this is easy.
1,440.
Oh,
5 seconds.
that's actually a good number. They're both pretty... What was it, 800 something times 2? So it's going to be about 1,700?
And I think there must be the same on the other side. So I'm going to times that by 2. It's 2,880.
Oh, he went too big. I thought his 14 was with the 2.
1,600, I think, and 83.
Oh, Carol's like right in there. She is good. Carol's nailed this.
He was only 59 out.
Yeah. But we haven't shown Greg yet.
Mo, I'm a bit worried that they're going to take your knighthood off you for this. I don't think I'll ever tire of watching this.
Here we go. Do you want me to stop it?
I'm not bored.
Do it, Greg.
It's memed.
Okay.
Oh, don't touch! Don't touch!
Stand behind the barrier until the doorbell next rings. It's really starting.
Did he keep the goggles on?
Here.
Right.
Can I take the glasses off, or do they...
Oh, someone at the door.
Do I have to answer that?
Answer the phone.
It feels like a phone.
Answer it. What's on the phone?
Someone at the door, Greg.
1742. They're giving the answer.
1724.
No.
Look at my God.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds of giggling.
How many dots on your card, Greg?
1724.
Oh.
Maybe.
He's still going to
You
win.
threw yourself into it.
But
It's Taskmaster. It's not supposed to be fun.
He investigated the phone.
He investigated. Not only he answered the phone. I did. And then he forgot what the lady said.
if you can brag and say you beat Carol Vorderman at counting, congrats.
Oh dear.
Oh, they're giving aprons. This
Carol.
is...
Massage chair, can I sit in it?
Yes? Is this your sort of thing?
No. Recreate the picture that Alex is holding.
Your face,
Your face cannot leave the ring.
Your face must not move from this position.
Alex, we'll show you the picture for 5 seconds.
And then for a further 3 seconds, every time you land a ball in a bucket. Where's the bucket?
Bucket's behind you and the balls are to your right. Oh my God. Okay, so you're finger painting without being able to look around. Okay. 5. What is it? Is it?
Can I hold on to it?
No.
Is it the Taskmaster house? Okay, so that helps you if you know the show.
I am actually.
Oh, you don't even have to finger paint. You get a brush. Well, isn't that lovely? Oh no!
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, I'm a genius.
Do you want me to start the massage? I'm using this.
Okay, sure. Well, what do you mean? Could I have said no?
Yes?
Okay, no then.
Okay. All the way down.
Taskmaster has been more erotic than I expected it to be.
A lot of people say that.
What are you doing?
Oh!
You already know.
Yeah. That was incredible. Do it one more time.
Again?
Yeah.
I don't think at any point I saw you painting.
He didn't. After one of those massages, there was no more painting. This is a picture Mo was trying to recreate, and this is Mo's attempt. Here is Rebecca's painting.
Yeah.
Very good.
Whoa.
Colours.
I had high hopes for Carol before you show it.
Yes.
Then you appeared to go absolutely mental at the end and just start throwing paint at the canvas.
It's genuinely beautiful.
It's conceptual.
Nah, shit. Let's have a look at Amelia's beautiful picture.
OK, here it is.
Yeah, very good. Good.
She's labelled it rather than drawn the things.
Words more powerful than images.
There is Greg's one there.
Right.
And bear in mind, he was holding it and looking directly at it.
Well, it's not hard to give 1 point out, is it, Carol?
You're not squinting hard enough.
Let's be realistic. I can't give anyone 5 points for this. It's an absolute crime against art.
Yeah.
But I will give Rebecca and Greg joint 4 points.
All right. Yeah, none of those were stellar, but man, I want to try that scalp massager because that really elicited some strong responses.
Put the most carp pellets
Oh,
in
no.
the fishbowl.
What's written on the back?
Carp
What's written on the back?
pellets.
You must not bend at the waist or the knees at any point.
Oh, that's bending at the waist, you see? Huh? That would be bending at the waist.
Okay. Where are the carp pellets? And what's written on the back of the envelope?
Beware, the rooms are booby-trapped.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
Apparently harmless object containing a concealed explosive device designed to detonate when someone touches it.
Okay.
If I want to? Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Booby-trapped.
Why would we put the bowl over the can?
Oh, here we go.
Oh. I saw a bent knee, but okay. Let it slide. Let it slide. Bending at the waist. Bending at the. Oh no!
Yeah, all the rooms are booby-trapped.
Oh.
Oh, I'd hate to be the PAs and have to clean up after all of this, but
Oh, it's a big one.
Mo was bending at the waist again, but
Done.
is that
Thank you, Samo. You look
full?
very natural with your stiff legs.
Get used to it.
Greg got 23,292 pellets.
Also,
Population of
counted.
Antrim, if you want to picture it. For Mo, that's even more, 24,546.
Oh, close. Very close.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's that done.
How do you get up places without...
Ah! Ha, 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 ha.
Carol Vorderman's a freaking genius.
Good.
Why are you going in? You spilt them all over. Oh, it didn't spill fully. Oh. Okay. Oh no!
I need a shuffly thing.
Oh. Why has she brought us? You can't. You're bending at the.
Right, I'm gonna leave that.
40 seconds.
Oh. It just didn't work. The tripwire.
10 seconds.
Thank God for that. Right, bye.
I think the boys
See
did
ya.
better
See ya.
than that.
Well, some of mine didn't go off, apparently.
Yeah, you kind of got lucky, Amelia.
Or I just outsmart them.
Tell me how bad Amelia did.
Very bad. She got the population of Market Warsop in Nottinghamshire, 9,000 pellets. Not a lot, compared to 23,000 for Carol. She was only 42 grams less than Greg.
An ounce and a half. That's what it's going to come down to. What I need to know is whether Carol's literally offering up her van as a prize, because That's easily the biggest prize ever on Taskmaster.
And it needs completing by someone who really knows how to seize the day. Yes, Carp DM. It's Rebecca, Lucy, Taylor.
Seize the fish.
Ah, fuck!
Or fish of the day. Okay. She's anticipating. Oh. Oh, this seems like a slow use of your time.
Can I go in here then?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, she got lucky. She got so lucky.
You've got to get on the floor without bending, without hurting yourself.
Oh, God. My knees go in now.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see a bend.
Now getting up is going to be a blast.
Right.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
She's nice. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, wow! Holy crap!
Yes!
God damn. That's...
I've won there, surely.
She's a genius.
I'm worried about what this is going to do to my career.
Yeah.
Wow. Bravo.
She got the population of Falmouth in Cornwall. Mo's was 24,546.
Yes.
Rebecca's 24,038. You're in
No!
But it's 5 points to Mo Farah.
Mo still wins after all that?
just
I mean, he is a multi-Olympic gold
to
medal
Carol,
winner,
just
but
one
man.
to Amelia Demoldenberg.
Great.
Great. I really need to know what Amelia and Greg do. Okay, we're in pervy trench coats.
Obey Greg's instructions. You must only obey the instructions which start with Greg says.
Oh, it's okay. Simon says.
It's basically Simon says.
No, I think we're the first people to come up with this idea.
Is this going to be like the Pockets task from Series 3 of Taskmaster New Zealand?
On your table, you have a rocket, a locket, a sock, a humbug, and a plum flag. Everyone ready?
Yeah,
Plum
think so.
flag.
Here we go. Greg says, put the sock in your right pocket. Greg says, put the rocket in your left pocket. Now move the rocket to your right pocket. Greg says, put the humbug. Greg says, put the humbug in your inside pocket. Now, swap the sock and the locket and move the rocket
Hang on.
to your left pocket.
He didn't say Greg says for that one.
Greg says, swap the locket and the rocket. Greg says, put the sock in your
This is absolutely from Taskmaster New
Greg
Zealand
says,
3.
Put the humbug in your lower pocket. Greg says, move the rocket to your left pocket. And Greg
For a minute.
And Greg says, swap the humbug with the locket. And finally, the big one. Put the rocket in your inside pocket.
No, ignore that one.
No!
They stole that from New Zealand, but it's a brilliant task. Hence the stealing.
1, 2, 3. A rocket.
Oh, for
We have 3 correct people. Amelia, Carol, and Mo have got it
the
right.
rocket gone.
Let's go to our inside pocket and see what we have. 1, 2, 3. A locket. Well done, Mo. Well done, Rebecca.
Okay, I think Mo's doing really well here.
You should have a plum flag, a sock, and a humbug.
Oh, I lost the wrapper, but...
Amelia's got them exactly right.
Oh, I also have a locket, though.
Nearly exactly right.
We'll add those up. We'll add them to your final scores. Come back down.
I have no idea who did well on that. Except Greg did bad.
Greg James only got 1 item in the correct pocket. Rebecca and Carol, who had 2 things in the right pockets.
That's it.
3 points each because in joint first, 5 points, they got 4 items correct. Amelia and Mo.
All right. Amelia finally has a good task.
There is no one in last place.
Oh.
There's no one in 4th place.
What?
It's a 3-way tie for
There's no one in
3rd.
3rd place.
What? It's a 4-way?
4 people have the same score. Amelia, Carol, Greg, and Rebecca.
So Mo wins. Wow. Look at that score.
Farah wins our special. Mo Farah.
Did he, I need to know whether Mo just won Carol's hashtag van life van. I've never wanted a Taskmaster prize more than that van. That was a great episode. That was a really fun special. I'm so glad I got to see it. It launches 2023 wonderfully. They do such a good job on this show of selecting their contestants, and I honestly don't know how. I mean, I can't imagine that everyone would be a good match for this show, but they seem to select. It's one thing selecting a bunch of good comedians. You know, are they going to be funny for 10 episodes? That's a simple analysis that most of the time can pay off. But how do you just pick random celebrities and go, you know who I think would be good on this show for 45 minutes? That really good long-distance runner. Or this year's biggest pop star, who I'm afraid I don't know at all. But then I stopped listening to popular music about 25 years ago. I apologize for that. I'm still very much in the early 90s as far as where my musical tastes lie. Anyway, and someone's going to have to tell me what Amelia and Greg are known for, because it wasn't revealed in the course of the episode. So I'm just, no clue. But yeah, really fun episode. Great tasks. They absolutely stole that final task from Taskmaster New Zealand Series 3. They modified it a little bit. You know, it was boiler suits, and I liked the spin on it here by having fun things to say as the different items. New Zealand had more items. I remember that, but we had more rhyming items, and we had plum flags in bum bags, which we call fanny packs in North America, which I know is incredibly rude in the UK. But that's because our fanny is different from your fanny. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I love the Carp pellet task. I love the idea of booby-trapped rooms. I feel bad for the PAs that had to clean up after each run of that task. But there were some brilliant moments there. Like, Amelia just got lucky a couple of times with she didn't fully trigger the booby trap in the trailer or in the study, and yet she still came last, which just blows my mind. Rebecca going full prone and then pulling the one off the pedestal, the plinth, directly into the bowl was just like that was an equivalent moment to like Joe Wilkinson throwing a potato into a golf hole, without the subsequent disqualification. You have to assume. That being said, certainly a little bit more lenience with the rules, perhaps because this is just a one-off special. But there were certainly some hip bendings and knee bendings going on over the course of this event. But the spirit of the task was followed. I really like the counting the dots task. As soon as you see the ringing phone, you know that you have to answer that phone. If it's not going to tell you the answer outright, it's going to lead you to the answer, and the counting can be set aside. Super impressed with how well Carol did in estimating. A little disappointed, frankly, that Greg answered the phone but couldn't remember the number. I mean, sure, he just transposed the 4 and the 2, so he was only off by 18, but man, like they just told you the answer. You could have just written it down and been fine. Mo would have been better off if he hadn't doubled. When he wrote down 1440, I thought he already had doubled, but anyway. And yeah, I'm still blown away by the prize task, because I think Carol gave up her converted Sprinter van, and like I spent 6 months driving around South America in a converted truck with a rooftop tent. I follow a bunch of online groups that are all about overland travel, as it's called, and I know what a custom kitted out sprinter van like Carol's goes for. That's a hell of a prize. And man, do I want it. Because you never need a hotel room again if you got one of those bad boys. In any case, I need to know what happened. Like, did she really give that up? Because it's a commitment to a cause, and to come joint second or joint last, depending on how you want to look at it, it didn't pay off. The final scoring was kind of hilariously brilliant. 4 people with the same score, and then Mo well out in the lead. But maybe that's kind of appropriate for a special like this. It's all about the winner, and then everybody else. It doesn't really matter. And man, I'm tangenting all over the place because there's just a lot of really good moments in this show, in this episode, in this special. I'm thinking about the massage painting task now because, okay, first of all, 5 really terrible paintings. Not one of them impressed me with their painting. Amelia was doing well until she started just writing out the names of what should be there instead of actually painting them. And 2 of them managed to pull the canvas towards them so that they could paint directly instead of using the mirror. So if that was feasible, then I'm a little disappointed that everyone didn't do it. Throwing the balls into the bucket behind you, that was fun. But the biggest takeaway from that whole task was the massaging itself, particularly that sculpt massager, because I don't know what that thing does, but it triggers a visceral response in almost anyone that tries it out. I mean, Moe's obviously was classic, but I was especially tickled by how Alex reacted when he had Rebecca try it out on him, because you almost never get that kind of response from Alex, but he literally couldn't help himself. I have a twofold thought when I see that thing, and it's the first thought is oh, I definitely want to try that, and B, I would be embarrassed for someone to try that on me, because I put some fairly stiff product in my hair a bunch, and I feel like that would ruin the experience if the massager couldn't actually complete its motion. But this is where the mind goes when we watch a show like Taskmaster. I love when contestants are so freaking enthusiastic. I know nothing about Rebecca, but I was automatically on her team when she was like so positively chuffed just in the intro, just to be on the show. Like, you can tell she actually loves the show. She's so excited to be on. You know that as soon as the offer was extended to her, she leapt at the chance. I'd be exactly the same. I'm just not a famous pop star, but I get it. I feel like Taskmaster, I don't know how huge the ratings are in the UK, but I know it's a very popular show. I don't know if it's like the most popular show on television or anything like that. I can't imagine it is, but I'm sure it's got a sizable audience. And I think it's a big enough show that most people know it and are fans of it. And that makes it a lot easier to get more people on board. So, like next year when you're recruiting for your New Year's treat, you can say, well, last year, we had Carol Vorderman, and we had, I don't even know Rebecca's full name, but we had her, and we had Sir Mo Farah, like our first Sir. So now no one's off limits, like bring in a couple of dames, bring in royalty, bring in Ed Sheeran and Harry Styles. I don't know, like bring in anybody, put Bono on Taskmaster. Why not? Like, no one can say they're too big for the show at this point, I think. It makes me think about the next series. Like, who are the gets that they're trying to get comedian-wise that they haven't yet been able to nail? And I know David Mitchell's like a classic that they will never get, because I've heard David's explanation. Like, people right now think David's very intelligent, and going on Taskmaster would only ever prove that maybe he isn't. So why do it? But I'd love to see Jimmy Carr on Taskmaster. I'd love to see Rowan Atkinson. I'd love to see, I think a lot was done early on in the show when Vic Reeves went on, because he was sort of a big name and a mainstay. And when was he series 1? I think he was. But bring him on sort of said, oh, this is the caliber of people we may occasionally get. And then, down the road, you get other big names. You get the Bob Mortimers. Last series, we had Dara O'Brien. I want to see Bill Bailey on Taskmaster. I think Bill Bailey on Taskmaster would be brilliant. And for that matter, put him up against Phil Jupitus. Make it a QI-centric series of Taskmaster. Why not? Hell, bring Sandy Toksvig and Stephen Fry on board too. And Alan. Well, we've already had Alan, but why not? Okay, there we go. Stephen Fry, Sandy Toksvig, Bill Bailey, Phil Jupitus, and Giles Brandreth, or Dare to Dream. Who says no? In any case, great series. What a way to kick off 2023. It tides me over until Series 15 comes out in the spring. Can't wait for that. Of course, I'll be reacting to it when it comes out live. And until next time, everybody. And don't forget to check out my Taskmaster New Zealand reactions. If you haven't checked them out yet, but you're a fan of Taskmaster, I assure you, you would love Taskmaster New Zealand. So be sure to check those out. So, until next time, everybody. Take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.